Dad were out there getting water to those two trees and cleaning up stuff and trying to. I told him, I said, I think, I said, Dad, there's got to be something because you can get the stuff through there, but the water doesn't come all the way through. So he goes, you can't get through that concrete. Yeah, but if that concrete cracked and tore apart in the center, and a skunk, I don't know if a skunk might have done it. Maybe a squirrel might have done it because when I get over there next to the edge over there through the concrete, you can smell the skunk stank coming through the floor where the crack is. So it means that probably what happened is a squirrel got in there, dug down in that hole, made a place to keep its nuts because squirrels do that everywhere around here, right? And then a skunk came like they do with the cats with the cat door thing, took it over. And I said, I think that's what happened, Dad. I think there's a squirrel hole that they put down in there. And when they dig the hole, you can go down in like that and then go up into this little thing. And so when you irrigate, the way the water evaporates so quick here, you could be inside that place where they keep all the nuts. And there's enough air in there for a small critter like a skunk or a squirrel that when the water comes in, as long as you could swim in there and, because the water's coming in through the two holes, you can swim in there, stay in there. It's New Mexico. It's going to dry up. And then you can come back out. I just know how critters work. Just sitting there going, yeah, it's entirely tangible. So I told them what we probably might have to do is what I might do is just take a piece of work those two outside ones, because that's what I did last time, and close up the two middle ones and use the two outside ones for water. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Get the two outside ones to open up well, and I can't use all five because I don't know where it is in the middle. I think it's in the middle where they screwed it up, where it cracked, and then use the two outside ones. That's what I'm going to do. Or it could be one of the inside ones because it's closer to that. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll use those two outside ones on the far side and close off. That's what I'll do. I'll close off the three center ones where they probably got the hole and the thing in there, and just use those two last. Clean up those two last ones and make sure it stays clean, and use that for the irrigation water, and close off the other two, and then that will save my water from going down into something that whatever the squirrels and the skunks do. Okay. So I had to sit down and evaluate the situation in my mind. I know that one far one that's closer to the driveway is good all the way through. I knew that. So is the other one. So instead of trying to use all five, just use two because they're 6 inches across. Use two of those and get them. Yeah, I think that'll work. That works. Okay. I just had to do okay. And the other two, I'll just close off. I'll get a piece of sheet metal and close them off. Pow, pow. So it's not going back in, and I'm not having the water go back in there. And then, okay. And, yeah, that may cause problems and kill the skunks or whatever stuff. Well, I won't have skunk stank coming up through my barn either, but take the two metal ones, leave those two open. I don't know. We'll see what I do. We'll keep it twisted, right? Well, the thing is, I'm a compassionate person, so while I'm irrigating, I'll put the metal grates, the sheet metal down. When the irrigation is done, I'll take the sheet metal off. How's that? How's that for all you Jack Hanna people? Crikey! All right, so I'll do that. Son of a bitch. People worry more about a skunk than they do their own children living the Lord's Prayer. You get these fucking people, right? They will institutionalize their children, okay? They're all going down in El Paso saying goodbye to Pope Francis. How they talked down people and fought people for lawsuits for sexual abuse from their priest, and how many times he had to sign off on, hush money, like Donald Trump with the porn star. Yeah, Mr. The drug dealers built a statue. Yeah, and yet as Earl, the son of Ralph and Mary in the Book of Revelation, I just got to say, all you people in Las Cruces in El Paso going out in public and putting on a show, I just want to say this: when you pray, do it in private. Your Father who sees in private will reward you openly. Okay. That's all I want to say to you. Okay. And just leave it at that. And you go out and I don't want your blood money. Okay. Jesus is cool. Oh, Caiaphas. You guys need to go watch Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice's, I think it was Tim Rice, interpretation of the Gospels. Sodomizing little Discovery for prep, sorry ass motherfuckers out of sight, taking it till you can't walk or live or breathe no more because your body's shutting down from your own perception of sexuality. You don't kill people with sex. You live through a woman when you're a man through sex. And if you can't understand that, I'll kick the Calvin out of your John, right? Your Johnson too. Earl, don't ever piss off Ralph Earl Parsons Jr., man. He will kick your ass so fucking hard. Your ancestors will shut the fuck up and your descendants will praise me as their father because you didn't bother. You're like Kelly Jack Green, you know. He's not Natalie's dad. He tried to kill Natalie in the womb. Okay. I had to protect Natalie from Homeland Security, DARPA, the NSA, the FBI, and the CIA. And then what happened? They took her away and gave her to chicken shits that couldn't keep anybody safe from mythology, right? You know what? Chicken butt. Okay. Yeah. I'm sick of you fuckers, okay? I'm sick of that shit. You use your make-believe money and your capacity to manipulate people, make-believe money to stress people out, make them sick, make them violent, make them aggressive, and make them psychotic and schizophrenic, okay? The moment we use technology to share the eternal perfection of the Lord's Prayer, okay, which is a quick explanation of the faith of Psalms and the wisdom of Proverbs, the moment all your put on a show for money bullshit washes away, you guys will sit. I watched it this week on the damn news. They'll put you in a damn airplane, fly you to Washington, D.C., have everybody play music, tell you how great you are, and film it and have you talk and tell you, share your old war stories. And they say all that stuff. It's like that one asshole that worked down at Workforce when I kept looking for a job and he kept trying to shut me up and was disrespectful for me. And Jesus told me, he goes, he just wants me to pay for him sexually assaulting his cousin when he was a teenager. And I was like, damn, Jesus. It's like, and it wasn't David Rockefeller. Because when that man was as old as my dad, they didn't have surveillance equipment in that guy's house or bedroom when he sexually assaulted his cousin when he was 15 and she was 13 or whatever the case was. I don't know. But Jesus was pretty pissed. They probably knew it. The information probably came from some kind of documents because of the sanctity of the confessional. Okay. How do you think you get a multi-billion-dollar corporation playing God? Buying and selling secrets. David Rockefeller wasn't stupid, but you sure the fuck are. South Park. You gonna get all pissed off because they made fun of chef? You ain't gonna do Chef's Voice no more because they made fun of Scientology, because Scientology's just like the Vatican and just like the Quorum of the 12 and just like, yeah, that one asshole Pat Candell online, man. Oh, he likes Israel because they're leaders in espionage and they could get cheap petrol from the Middle East through mass murdering the Arabs, through supporting them as a business partner. And he was sitting and say it on TV and why he was an atheist and why he didn't believe in God. And I'm sitting there listening to that man talk. And just because he's got a British accent doesn't make him fucking intelligent. I can sit here and talk in whatever mellow accent I want to talk to. I can sit here and what that motherfucker talking about is genocide and killing other people that he don't like so he can use their death and decay to run his cars and use the plastic for his cell phone so he can make money off of talking shit about him with a British accent. What a sorry ass motherfucker. Anybody want to go watch Jason Statham movies? What a working man, you beekeeper. Go meg yourself. Cool Whip. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm tired of these motherfuckers. I ain't got nothing to apologize. I'm sorry for you that you're such a sorry ass motherfucker still on the TV, bending over and taking it ass for Rockefeller fuck money and sucking his shit covered dick after he sodomizes you and then gives you drugs to make you feel better. I'm sorry for you about that. I feel sorry for you, but I'm not going to apologize for anything I said to you because I'm a better person than you, and I get poisoned and have to recover from poisoning from your industry because I won't take money to go live in pristine communities next to you because I'll stay here to save the poor people from getting mass murdered while they go give their respects to the Pope in El Paso and Las Cruces. And before you go hike up to some little statue that they made somewhere to act like me, you might want to give me my respects when you shop at Loman and Walmart, when you shop with me, when I try to give you the Lord's Prayer, and you tell me you're a better person than me because you make more money than me. Right? Hurrah! Who's the man? Okay. I keep telling you, July 19th, 1966, born to Ralph and Mary, little Earl Jr. was born. And that was the day that the Quorum of the 12, the Vatican, and the Pentagon all got tied up. And now with quantum computing, that 1,000 years to defeat Satan is happening simultaneously between now and then in the future. Any day now, I will hear you say, goodbye, my love.